My illness was diagnosed in November 2003 when I had my first attack. My vision dropped drastically. It was like a black eye actually for me. They did a lot of tests. They did an MRI. The rest of the doctor said that it looks like MS, but because the protocol is that we will not diagnose it then. So they called it optic neuritis, and they gave me steroids. My vision returned to normal. A few months later, I had the same problem again. My vision again dropped, and I also had bladder problems. So that's when they said, okay, now we'll diagnose it as MS on paper, and you can start the first part of the treatment, which they started me on a disease-modifying drugs then. And vision returned to normal. I continued my normal life. I was doing my undergrad then. I finished my undergrad, went on to masters. During the time, my vision continued to drop and come back with the medications they were giving me, the steroids. 2007, I decided to go to the US to do my further studies. By that time, my vision had deteriorated. It did not come back to normal after they gave me steroids. So basically, when I went to the US, I had a vision problem. And 2008 onwards is when I started noticing difficulty in walking, that I would get tired very easily after walking a lot. I would drag my feet. So I did physical physiotherapy there. 2009 it suddenly took a nosedive. Like I went on from walking normally to a walking stick to a mobility scooter to go roam around in the campus, and a walker. And 2009, a doctor I was under in treatment in the US recommended changing my medication to another new disease modifying drug. Since then, I've had no new relapses. My MRI has been the same the past since 2009. Illness probably has the walking maybe has deteriorated a little more since then, but I think over the last year or so it's not deteriorated too much. Since then I've been, you can say, stable with the new medication they've given me. When I was first diagnosed, I refused to accept the fact that I have a problem. I would do everything you tell me to do, but just not accept the fact that yes, I have MS. I would not even, since in my part of my studies I had to read about MS, I did not attend classes that day. My professor was like, it's okay, don't attend it. And when my walking got really bad and I had a lot of accidents, somebody told me in the US, there's no harm in asking for help. It's not going to demean you in others' eyes. And I took counseling that time. And the counselor also helped me realize the fact that there's nothing wrong in asking for help if you need help. Like, it's not going to take you, demean you in others' eyes. Since then, I've realized that there's no harm. I realize my limitations. I try and live my life normally, but I'm aware of, okay, this is what I can do, this is what I cannot do, and if I can't do anything, I have my parents here with me, I have my family here to ask for help and support. All that facility is available here, and that is one of the major reasons why I moved back from the US, because of the family support which I have here, which I did not have there. I was living all alone in the apartment there. So I think my family support, my parents have really helped me cope with my illness and accept it, accept my limitations and live my life normally. Since my illness, I'm working. I work for a consultancy firm doing primary and secondary research and creating reports, business reports for them. I work from home, so for me I haven't really had to go out and face the problems which I know are there in the buildings, office buildings here, because I think think at the same time, like if I have the capabilities of getting a job outside, but then I think, what then? I have a job. What will happen then? How will I manage in an office building where I know there'll be so much of congestion and there'll be too many people around me and there's no disabled friendly atmosphere there. There are no restrooms which are disabled friendly. So all those things are something which pull me back from really looking outside, trying to find a job outside. Here, even if I want to go out, earlier I used to keep thinking that, this place has stairs, how will I go there? But now I've learned in India that jugaad works. So even if there is no ramps or no disabled friendly atmosphere, there are people there who are ready to help you and lift you those 2-3 flight of stairs to those, so that you can enjoy your evening. Like I've had this one experience where I went to eat and the elevators were not working, but the manager there said, no, we'll carry you to the place. So they carried me those 2-3 flight of stairs. So even though jugaad works here, there is the support of those, but I think here now public places, you need that awareness about getting ramps built, about getting a design change so that people can go freely and not think about it. So, but overall, over my course since I've had my illness, I've realized one thing is you should not let your disabilities hinder your activity. You should live your life daily, freely, but at the same time be aware of your limitations. Try not to overdo things which you know you cannot do. Be realistic.